Hello summoners, welcome to a utility comparison video. This is the first time I'm doing it. I usually do damage comparisons and you can see this like from damage point of view as well, because we're gonna do two fights with both these characters. The first two fights of Realm of Legends, so that both of them have one fight with class advantage and one normal fight. So here in the first fight, of course, Psylocke has the class advantage, and second fight is Captain Marvel, where Magik will have the class advantage. But damage is not really important with these two characters because it's not what they're known for. And Psylocke, I think she has been in the game for a very long time. She was released back in the day with Archangel and Iceman. I think that was 12.0. The famous patch, but yeah, she never really had a use. Iceman was probably the best at the time, and now Archangel is without a doubt one of the best mutants in the entire game, one of the best characters in the entire game. But Psylocke, after Apocalypse and being a horseman, her power control is arguably the strongest in the entire game. Now hear me out. I'm gonna like damage, it's easier to see who won because we're doing the same fight. You can see who finished the fight quicker or in lesser number of hits. Whether you want to focus on damage per hit or damage per second, it's your choice. But utility, it's a little bit more trickier. And now the pro of Magic is the fact that you don't need Apocalypse. But then Apoc is a very solid character by himself. It's not like you have to bring in a dot. Now the pro of Psylocke, and it's a huge one, is that you don't even if you don't get to 2 bars of power or any, like, you don't need to do anything. Once you power lock the opponent, they are going to stay power locked for the entire fight as long as you don't get hit. And let me show you in this second fight. So like with Magic, it's pretty simple, right? You launch your special 2, you have a power lock, you have a power steal, and before they get to the SP1 again, you will be at your special 2, and you want to do that over and over and over again. But you have to use your SP2. Like if there is something, there are a lot of nodes in the game. If there's something which is messing with your power, or maybe you are getting less power by hitting your opponent, or the power lock fell off, something like that, I don't know, then it could be problematic. But with Psylocke, take a look here. There is absolutely, she is getting no power. It's not a debuff, power lock debuff or anything. The con here is, I think they will still gain power if it's a power gain buff. With Psylocke, I'm not entirely sure, but even if that is the case, in a lot of situations where you just need to make sure that some character doesn't get to the SP3, or maybe they have a very hard SP2, or like you just completely finish the fight. Like, power is such a huge, like that's, I think, in my opinion, one of the main reasons Quake is so good. She just completely ignores that mechanic, and Psylocke can basically do the same thing once you get the opponent to 0 power. And if you also have Apocalypse on the team, you're gonna be hitting pretty damn hard. And I'm not talking about the crits here, although you do crit a lot with Psylocke, and the SP2, when it crits, it does some pretty decent damage. But I'm mainly talking about the heavy attack detonate. You've probably already seen it, but take a look here. I didn't see the exact number, but it was a pretty huge number. You do a lot of burst damage. You do lose your charges, and that means that the opponent will gain power again. So I recommend doing that if you are ending the fight, or even if you want to do it mid fight, and then, like, it's pretty easy to get the opponent out of power again. So overall, I'd say, like, personally, I think I've always said Magic is the best power control character in the game. Doom is close, but he's weird. His power control, because you do give the opponent a lot of power, and there are windows where they can throw the special 2. Even sometimes you try to block and you want to make sure that the opponent has 2 bars of power when you use a special 3 and stuff, but Doom is weird. I'd say he has a lot of control, but power control wise, like if you want to make sure the opponent stays at 0 power, then he's not really your character. And for those situations, these two are much better. So do let me know, who do you think is the better power controller of the two? Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Like this video, share with your alliance. Stay safe, have a good one, and bye bye.